Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yo, checking in with the homie Lil Gizmo. How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what up? I'm feeling good. What about y'all?
Yeah, coolin', bro.
Man, we can't complain. We in this joint.
For sure.
So thank you for coming through, bro.
Man, thank y'all, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank y'all for sure.
Yeah, that's dope, man. But you know, bro, I know you was RJ. You got Lil Gizmo going
bro.
now, and I know you go through a lot of rebranding with your music and your artistry. So talk about how you came along. First, what was your initial rap name? How you came along to Lil Gizmo?
All right, my initial rap name was RJ Benz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm a junior, Romaine Jr., so I just added Benz on it.
For sure.
Then that shit, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shit got corny, so I'm like, nah, I don't really care for that. But if y'all look at my social media, if I have, for all my fans who really been following me since day one,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at my social media, my name had always been Gizmo. So my @ name was probably like RJ Benz or HBG RJ.
Mm-hmm.
But my little, the little secondary name that you have, it was almost always Gizmo. It's been like that since high school.
For sure.
So when I started making, better music, I want to do a rebrand. I want to show them a whole new face.
For sure.
So,
Was it hard for you to rebrand? Because transitioning from one name to another kind of, you know what I'm saying? Did you have to go back and change music over and all that?
No. Because when I was doing RJ Benz, I wasn't even official, to be honest. Like, people just knew me in the neighborhood that I rap. They ain't really know, like, they ain't had no visuals to match the face with. So it was really easy. Like, they grasped on and clinched to that fast. It got to a point where it's like, I was texting the photographer. I'm like, yo, it's RJ. I need a photo shoot.
Right.
He who? Like, hey, what you talking? I'm like RJ. I'm like, go on Facebook. Look at my name. Right. He Gizmo. Why you ain't say that? Nah. See, I peep. I'm gonna keep that going and stuff like that. So, bro.
How long you been making music?
I've been making music since I was like in 8th grade. Like, when I was in 8th grade, like I just fell in love with music. I always, used to think about like how I would listen to my favorite song and how, how you listen to a song and it give you a feeling. Like you get that feeling. I always want to create that for somebody, man. So since then, I've just been trying. I ain't never gave up. My parents got involved in it, and when I was in high school, and they started throwing me in the studio, and then as I got older, I started getting grown. I started doing it on my own. Started putting my own budget behind it. Just getting better with time.
When you was young and your parents, they put the battery in your back and they supported it, did you understand how important that was for your parents to support exactly what you're doing?
No, I definitely did not take that for granted. I took it for granted is what I'm saying. I definitely took that for granted. I didn't understand how important it was at all. Because, in fact, it kind of made me upset. Because, like, my mom was on me. I'm talking about, you got to make this type of music. You got to make this. I'm like, man, you don't know what you talking about, man. Leave me alone. Like, at the time, I don't know if y'all remember that song, Blurry Lines by Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
But everybody was doing a remix for that.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that beat. So I'm like, I don't want, she was so upset with me to the fact, like, she didn't even want to do the studio session that day no more. Because I'm like, I don't want to do it, blah, 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 blah. I have to pay for it myself. Because she's like, no, you need to do it. But now I see how important things like that, art, like, to do for an artist. Like, you gotta do stuff like that so people can hear you. You on a Robin Thicke beat and you putting some bars behind it, But then at the same time, back then I wasn't confident in my my voice, my bars, my music. I wasn't even confident. So at that time I don't even think I could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, Jimmy.
I was to say, when did you gain that confidence?
I probably gained that confidence probably like 2 years ago.
2 years.
Like, now I used to send my music to people and be like, y'all mess with it. Now I send my music to people I know
With
that they mess with it. And if they do tell me something that they don't care for, I'm going to stand 10 toes behind it because I know what I brought to it. I know the reason why I did it. Every time I do music now, it's from a professional standpoint. So I know what bars I'm saying, what beat I'm using. I set that up. I choreographed this whole thing from the beginning, so I know what I'm doing, you feel me?
I don't think people understand how confident it is how important it is for artists to find a pocket, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of artists, like, when they first start out, their music don't sound that good. They probably ain't got nobody rocking with them.
Exactly.
And they give up, you know what I'm saying? So how are you able to stay in music mode and actually get confident through your music?
Cause I know what I want, I know who I am. Like, I'm a strong believer in, like, God put people on this earth for a certain thing. And I felt like God put me on this earth to make people laugh, and He know that I got a gift. I can really make music. I can speak to people. And when I wasn't confident in what I was doing, I knew I could make it better. I just didn't know how. And just over the time, just watching my favorite artists, I started taking pieces from all my different artists and putting them together and making it my own. And that's how I did it. I just kept going. Even when they wasn't messing with me. Like you said, I had to really, even now, I had to think back and look like, it's not that people wasn't supporting me. I just wasn't giving them no content to support.
Right.
I was RJ Bands, but I ain't had no music videos out. I was RJ Bands, but I ain't had no pictures out of art showing people I was RJ Bands. Nobody saw that. You feel me? I'm just this little nigga on internet, you know, showing y'all snippets. But once I got a hang of it and I started making music for real, I can't complain. I'm really living my dream. Although I'm not famous, I'm not rich, but I'm living my dream. You know, they hear my music, the feedback I get, I can't ask for nothing more.
For sure. What's some of the artists who inspired your style and who, you know what I'm saying, who gave you that extra inspiration?
Man, Lil Durk, Chief Keef. You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't have any artists that's from like, you know, like back in the day, you know, the 90s and the 80s. It's not that I don't, you know, rock with them. It's not that I don't think they was cool, nothing like that. But it's a new age now. It's a new wave. We gonna run with this. I'm in the generation now of Chief Keef and Lil Durk. Those are the people who founded this industry for me now. Those are my founders, you feel me? Yeah. Those are the people who paved the way for we can rap the way that we rap now. And, you know, I feel like music now is way more entertaining, and I feel like they taught us that. Watching Durk grow over the years, that shit inspirational, bro. Every time I feel like it make me want to cry when I look at from where he started into where he is now.
Real talk. We was watching them on house arrest, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
YouTube, just rocking out.
Now he on DJ Khaled album. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Crazy.
I can't wait to get a DJ Khaled placement.
For sure.
That's what excites me.
Yeah, it was funny you said that because I was listening to Me Too. I believe I heard that in one of your songs. You say something about like no offense to Tupac, but Chief Keef and Lil Durk, something like that.
I say I grew up. No, I didn't know what I say. What I say? I grew up on. I know Pac a legend, but I grew up on Durk and Sosa. That was on that Instagram. Yeah, that was on Instagram for sure.
Yeah, and that's really, you know what I'm saying. That's really not too far fetched because around that time they blew up. You wasn't number like 16. You know
exactly.
And everything you just said with the rebranding, so you flipping through that with who you are now. Today.
Exactly. Me and Sosa the same age, you feel me? Our birthdays a couple of days apart. So it was like when I'm watching him, I'm like, look at this kid. See, at the time he had that gangster background. I ain't no gangster, I ain't no killer. You know, I couldn't present that. Even if I want to pull that off, I ain't really gonna believe me. I'm from the burbs. I ain't even about that, man. I'm gonna rap about what I know and rap about what I feel. Right. So when you hear my music, that's exactly how you feel. You don't hear no violent shit in that, man. You hearing me talking about, should I go around with my baby mama? Should I go around with my kids, my family, how I feel now? That's what I talk about and that's what I use, you know. You gotta stay to yourself.
When you was first starting out, was that a battle that you had to conquer? Like, man, I know this wave of music is taking off. I want to do this.
Yeah, it really was. I would be in the basements and then making songs, talking about, you know, trying to make songs sounding like Chief Keef. Horrible. I'm really just trying to imitate that sound. You know, rapping about stuff I ain't got no business rapping about. I don't even know nothing about this. I'm just listening to him and just taking it and trying to make it my own, but it was garbage. First of all, even over the years, like my voice is changing and stuff like that. My voice, even in high school, I had a little voice in high school. So imagine me trying to rap gangsta on the beat. Oh, man, get this nigga out of here, bro. Right. So I felt that, you know, I got it. I understood why they wasn't trying to hit me. So it was one of them things I had to really just look in the mirror at and just accept me for who I was. You feel me, bro?
So would you say local feedback, was that a big part of your growth? Like the feedback you get from listeners, friends, family, things of that?
Yeah, local feedback is huge because at first of all, you got to get to a position where they willing to give you feedback. It's hard to get people to press play. So now that they press and play and they telling me what I should and shouldn't do, I love it. You feel me? You know, it's the good and the negative, the good and the bad is, you know, you got to embrace everything and listen to it. These are your consumers. These are the people that's going, you know, that's going to be listening to your music. And I think every artist got to you got to think of your music and the consumers, you know, man. I don't think a lot of rappers do that.
For sure.
Man, you speaking with so much confidence, man. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Man, it sounds like you actually sit back and you actually study the game, even though you say, you feel me, the new wave birth you. Like, who are some old heads that you actually draw like inspiration from?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only song I know by Jay-Z that from back in the day is that Jigga, what's my motherfucking name? I know that. My pops used to play that in the car. Growing up, I've never was a fan of Jay-Z, even up until like the last, I want to say it took me up into like probably like the last 3 or 4 years to become not even a fan, but to respect him as a rapper. I listened to him, how he approached beats even now. That nigga cold. But I couldn't listen to him back then. I'm like, he dry. I don't like that. But I listen to him now as an old head. That nigga is cold. I'm not a J. Cole fan. I ain't even listen to J. Cole project. But I know I respect him as an artist. I know as a, I understand the type of music he make. And I've learned to just respect artists. So I respect, Jay-Z, and I don't know. I don't really dwell. Like I don't really sit back and listen to the old music. I can't name a lot of. The only song I know by Pac is Dear Mama. You feel me? And I know the hook. I don't know no verses by Biggie and no stuff like that. I hear what they play on the radio now and the movies now. You feel me? I'm really stuck in this age. I'm trying to make my own mark. How Chief Keef came in this and he got his own wave. I want my own wave. I want them to say, "Hey, look, Gizmo started this shit for us." That's my goal. That's all I'm looking at. I gotta look at the examples that these motherfuckers setting for us, and that's all I'm thinking about.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Right, and you just tuned back into another episode of iLLANOiZE Radio. You watching my face on YouTube, and you already know what I'm about to say.
What you about to say?
You want to know what I'm about to say? Download that iLLANOiZE Radio app. Cause why haven't you done it? You come here week after week, every Saturday, to watch the new episodes that we upload, and you ain't put that damn app on your phone. Why is you tweaking? Why is you tweaking like that? But it's cool. Next time I see you, gonna have that app, or we gonna have a problem.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Checking back in with the boy Lil Gizmo. So we got the Me Too Deluxe. Talk about because it was the initial release. It was a green cover. Me Too. And then it went to purple. So how did you transition from the initial release all the way up into the deluxe? And what did you do to keep traction?
So wait, ask the question again so I know.
I said, how did you keep up with the initial? How did you keep up with the initial release of Me Too, and how did you keep the steam and the traction?
All right, so
from the to the deluxe.
Well, the first Me Too, like the green one, it was I had made a whole different set of songs. I had made a whole 10 set, another album that was gonna be called Me Too, and I was talking to a good friend of mine, Lil Reddy, and I'm like, bro, I gotta dig deeper. Like for real, no cap. I'm like, it ain't it. Like I was listening to it, but I felt like they wasn't gonna feel it. Like the look that I was looking for, it sounded like mixtape music. It's a difference between mixtape music and album music. And we were shooting for an album. And I feel like a lot of the songs on there was just real mixtapey. So I'm like, we scratched the whole thing, and I completely just started over, and I did it. And when I knew it was raw. When I heard it and I listened to it throughout. That was the first time I ever made a project for myself where I could listen to track 1 and track 10 and not get irritated. It was times I had made projects for myself and I listened to it and I skip over a song or wait till after a certain part and I'm like, I don't really care for it. And I'm like, nah, I made this one, I made it again, and I fucked with the whole thing. And I turned it, the original one was green in memory of my friend Aaron who passed away. So that's why I was green. And then when I did the deluxe, I changed it purple for purple is my favorite color, so I changed it purple. And I just made sure I stayed to myself, man. I made sure I worked so hard on this project. Well, it was a team effort. We put in so much on it. So I knew once I got the great feedback from the regular one before I dropped the deluxe, I knew it was time to drop the deluxe. I knew they was fucking with it. We dropped out of nowhere and we did good. Like I'm talking about, I did like 1,000 streams in a week on the original. And like I said, it's hard to get motherfuckers to press play. So I got 1,000 streams in a week. I ain't never in my life, nothing. I'm talking about even on Facebook. I got a pretty decent following on Facebook, as it is. So for me to do 1,000 in a week, no major label, no nothing behind me, just me dropping the album on accident, and it did 1,000. I was so happy. So I knew, I was like, all right, come on, let's keep this going. Come on, let's do it.
For sure.
You briefly spoke on your team, so break down exactly who your team members are.
Right. So I'm in a partnership with D1CMG, and just all around, just giving me, just A&R standpoints and motivational speaking from the actual CEO who has a ton of other artists that he actually manages and a ton of other artists that actually, work, that he signed and stuff like that. it was good to have that input and to just help me out. My beat makers, beat making hits, you know, he from the hood, so you know, we locked in real quick. You know, we was making songs fast, just night after night and stuff like that. And then just locking in with other producers like Gang Boy. Man, it was just, everybody played their part. And when you have that, you can't lose. You know, they was telling me things that I needed to hear, you know, and it was just, everything was trial and error. So even the things that we missed on, we ain't lose. We gonna fix it the next time. And I think that's what I did on this Deluxe. Deluxe, I kind of played it safe on the Deluxe. I ain't gonna lie. I got a ton of music, but I picked 7 of the hardest songs. I picked seven songs that I knew that they was gonna fuck with. Come on, put it on the Deluxe. Cause I wasn't gonna drop a Deluxe. I was gonna go and do my next project, Love Jonas. That's the next project I'm working on. Well, it's already done. So that's what I was gonna drop. I'm like, no, I'm gonna give him a Deluxe. Let me sit back. Give him this Deluxe. We gonna watch it, see what it do, learn from some more mistakes. And we're gonna do this next one. You know, we're gonna do it the right way, bro.
So coming off a year where we had so many Deluxe with, you know, the little babies and the herbs and everybody. How beneficial would you say is a Deluxe version of an album, and like what does it represent?
I feel like it's real beneficial. What it does is it gives people that opportunity to go back and hear what they could have missed. You feel me? So you promoting your Deluxe and you got a music video out for your Deluxe, and you promote your Deluxe at the end. You like, oh, this the Deluxe. They gonna like, what the? You got a Deluxe? Damn, I didn't even know you had they gonna find something that they like. You feel me? And it. You know, it all go back. It make your, so like I said, for example, I did 1K that week, the first week with the what's the name. My streams I still keep all those streams. When I drop the Deluxe, now all the people who are new fans, they running up my new shit, and they going back and listening to the old shit that they missed, and they falling in love. They going to listen to the music videos that I got for the old stuff. You feel me? So I was like, it is really beneficial. It really helped me out a lot.
What would you say was the biggest lesson you learned between releasing both of those projects?
Doing things in advance. So like I said, I dropped Me Too dropped on a Sunday randomly, but that wasn't the first time that it dropped. I dropped it before, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it to drop, and that was a whole hassle getting, you know, emailing United Masters, you know, getting all that done. So they had in they file that Me Too was already up. So when I tried to upload it again, they like, you this duplicate. Like, what you doing? Like, why you doing this? Like it literally took me like 3-4 weeks to get that all squashed out, because they so backed up with this whole Corona thing. Everybody sitting at home emailing, everybody trying to make music. So they emailing them. They was taking literally like, they would take weeks and a half in order to get back to me after one email. I'm talking about a reply. They already replied to me, so now it's my turn to reply. They taking another week to come back to me. Right. So I learned from this one, do everything in advance. So my Deluxe dropped perfectly the day it was supposed to drop. I told people when it was gonna drop, and it did that. My regular, like the regular version didn't happen. I was like, it's gonna drop this day, and like, oh no, it ain't out right now. Hold on. So I learned to do everything in advance now. I give everybody enough time to make sure everything is perfect and everything. It was mistakes on the Deluxe. I was able to email United Masters and be like, fix this before we upload it.
For sure.
Let me get my pre-sale link right now. I did that in a timely manner, and they hit me back in a timely manner. We got everything solved.
So what would you say like is your music making process? Like, do you need to hit a beat first, or are you sitting at the crib jotting shit down? Like, how's your music making process?
Man, throughout the day, everything I do, I spend so much time with my kids and my family and like people that's around me, whether it's my girl, anybody. I'm spending so much time with them. I'm always moving. I'm always doing something mindlessly. So if I'm cleaning up, I'm just thinking about bars, bro. I'm thinking about bars, and I might not write them down, but I got them on my mind. So when I pull up a beat, it'd be easy. If I'm like, if I pull up a beat I ain't never heard before, I could, even if I don't fuck with the bar, I got at least a few bars to start off my beat with. If I scrap them, I got something to start off with. And that's hard. Sometimes niggas can't start. You'll hear hard ass beat. You put the headphones in, like, damn, I ain't got nothing to say. I go into my beats with I got at least hella bars I could, you know, I can go off of from there, whether it's about my life or just a funny bar, you feel me? I go to sleep at night thinking about bars, wake up in the morning, all right, let me go hurry up and record this, you feel me? Let me see what it sound like. But that's it. I ain't really gotta be high. Like I can smoke weed or whatever and then record, but I ain't gotta be high. Like it helped. Right. I gotta listen to it high though. Right. If I don't hear it high, then I don't fuck with it. You feel me? I gotta hear it high. Right. If I'm high, I fuck with it. Like, yeah, that's it. I fuck with it, bro.
Sure. And that's one thing, low key. That's one thing I always admire about you. You always incorporate everything you got going on into one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. you don't too much single things out. Like I remember back when we was at Amazon, you know, and I just seen it's different once you see somebody outside the element.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've been knowing you've been doing the music for a long time.
Right.
But I know you was at Amazon grinder, you know what I'm saying? You always talked about your kids. You always talked about the music.
Right.
I always seen you on Facebook with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you incorporate everything into one. So how does that keep you going? Because, you know, a lot of people will be like, shit, I need time for this. Then I need time for this. So how does keeping everything in one keep you going?
Man, it's really hard it's really hard going from rapper mode to daddy mode. And vice versa. It's hard. So like I said, me too, whether like, I want to say it took me like a year to make Me Too. So you know I'm missing out.
Right.
Not that I'm not, you know, with my kids or with somebody, but like mentally all the way there, I'm not there. Right. You know, they daddy blah 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 blah. I go play. You feel me? I'm really like throwing them off. Blah 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 blah. So that's why I got done with this deluxe. I took a break. You know, it's all about the kids. You know, I ain't recorded in 2 months. I'm with my kids. I'm with my family. I'm taking them to the park. Yeah. I'm taking them to school. We waking up, watching movies, all that shit. So it's really one of them things you just got to prioritize. And I feel like if I get that type of mindset now, when I get some real money and I really got to go on tour and I'll be able to handle that and manage that the right way. Sure. And that's all I be thinking about. This music shit, it ain't all about me, bro. This affect both my baby mamas. This affect my kids, my people, my parents, everybody. It affect a lot of people, and that's what I be thinking about, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, I think people do this music shit and they just want to be in the camera, but that's a price, bro. You know, being famous is a price, and I even now I struggle with maybe I can't handle it. So I'm trying to get myself in that. I got to show God that I'm in a position where I can accept that blessing. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on myself. That's all I'm trying to do. Bro.
It seemed like life is shortly going back to normal, you know, like post-COVID, you know what I'm saying? So what would you say was some things that you learned being stuck in the crib?
Man, I'm learning myself, like just watching the way, you know, other rappers and other people interact online and stuff like that. You got a lot of time to think. You had a lot of time to, you know, better yourself and stuff like that. This is a real good time for people to sit down. I feel like I learned a lot just about myself with the music, about myself personally, about my kids, about a lot of stuff. You know, it was a real big eye-opener, bro. And it's a test to make. It make relationships hit the fan all around, whether it's like, you know, relationship with your girl, relationship with your parents, relationship with your, you know, that shit hit the fan because y'all all in each other's face 24/7. So it was a real eye-opener. I think that's why that deluxe was so hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I was going through it during this pandemic. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was a point in time where it was like, bro, I ain't even want to wake up in the morning, bro. I was like, fuck, bro. I'm broke as hell. Baby mama's mad type shit, bro. I'm getting my kids, but I ain't really giving them no bread type shit. I just got my kids, you know. They just with me type shit. You know, that's annoying, you know, for two women to try to do something, you know, they got to live their life too. They got shit they want to do. You feel me? And for me, not that I wasn't, you know, doing what I was supposed to do over the years, but I feel like the pandemic brought that out. I feel like that shit hurt me. I was seeing like me just being just down. I was seeing what that did to my kid's spirit, what that did to their mama's spirit. That shit hurt me. And I feel like I learned a lot, and I wanted to get better. I feel like this pandemic brought the best out of me. I'm here. You feel me? Y'all ain't even know about me last year. You ain't never heard nothing about me last year, but I'm here now because of this pandemic. This pandemic really put me in daddy mode and rapper mode for real. It got me on my shit. Like, I gotta get this shit now. That's what the pandemic did for me.
For sure.
Now I got how I feel about it queued up. So explain the process of that song.
How I feel about it, man. I like I said, every song I make, it be from a professional standpoint. So what I be saying, like, I have to put a love song on there. I'm the type of nigga, if I hear a beat, like, I love songs. I ain't even like a lovey-dovey type nigga, but I love listening to music, and it give you that chill. Like, damn, motherfuckers play that shit. Like, damn, motherfucker rapper hit me up, say, damn, I wish a nigga felt like this about me when they heard the song. It wasn't intentional, but I mean, it was intentional. That's the type of music I know how to make. I can make a love song easy. So when I made that, it was like for the females, so they can listen to it. I'm giving them all types of bars on this tape. Let me get a female or something, and they love it.
All right, intro that record for us.
Yo, man, that's your boy Lil Gizmo, and they about to play How I Feel About It off my new deluxe for Me Too. Go Go fuck with us on all platforms. Go ahead.
Yo, it's your boy Biko. Make sure you head over to the Apple Store and Google Play Store and download the iLLANOiZE app right now. From there, you'll be able to stream iLLANOiZE Radio live every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m., as well as stream podcasts, watch interviews, check out the latest news, and so much more. So head over there to your App Store and download the iLLANOiZE app.
Yo, Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Check it back in with Lil Gizmo, and over the break, we was talking about how the local scene and everything coming up for you, and you gave so much support to the local producers, the cameraman. How do you lock in with them, and how do you push them to continue to keep the scene together? You know what I'm saying?
Man, we just being vocal. If you don't like something, say that. Mm-hmm. You want to do a certain thing, do it. Like if you look, this is your money that you're spending for your video. Lock in with them, make it your vision, you know. And it's all trial and error, and that's all I be doing. I just make sure that we vocal, and it be easy when the music good. You feel me? When they fuck with the music, the cameraman gonna want to do. Come on, let's get some extra scenes. Come on, I want to put you over here.
Right.
But when your shit booty, they come on. Let's shoot this shit. Let's get out of here, man. And most of the time, y'all standing on the block. Y'all standing on the street. That's what they doing. They standing in the middle of the street. You know, they got guns out and everything. Man, come on, let me hurry. We do this shit. I'll go home, folks. You feel me? It don't even be making sense.
Facts. We was also talking off air about how this shit costs money. You feel
sure.
me? And I had a conversation with my kids. They was all in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? They was having a little conversation between themselves, and I jumped in it. And I had to let them know. They like, man, I want this, I want this, I want this. I'm like, bro, y'all not understanding. I'm paying for the internet.
Exactly.
I'm paying for the Xbox Live so y'all could play with y'all friends on the internet. You feel me? And then y'all fall asleep with the TV on all night. You feel me?
Bro.
Everything in the house ran off electricity. Electricity bill like $600. You feel me? We gotta feed y'all. You feel me? It's food in the refrigerator. I gotta take y'all to Burger King so y'all get some cheese sticks. You feel me? I'm like, man, everything costing. Y'all not understanding it because y'all kids.
Exactly.
And the same thing translates to the music business. Like somebody give you a free T-shirt off the strength. Like to you it was free, but that person paid for that shirt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. In order to make waves in this game, like you say, bro, you gotta spend a little bread.
You do. You got to. You gotta, bro. Look. Invest in yourself. I made it my business. You know, I told y'all earlier, like I was going through it. I had made it my business to, you know, be who I always wanted to be. I had a baby early out of high school, so with that being said, my life was put on hold. You know, I couldn't wake up and be like, you know what, I want to rap today. I couldn't do that. I gotta go make some money. Blah 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 blah. I had to get on it. So I made this my selfish shit. I had to do everything. I got it. I gotta give myself a shot. I know I got the content. I know I can do it, and I prioritize different. So with that being, I put the money where it should go. Like, I don't buy studio time. I record myself, and then I take the shit and get it mixed. Because niggas are going to studio for blah, blah, blah certain hours for $150 and come out of that with half a song and not even, or a full song that they won't even drop.
Facts.
You just went to the studio and paid this money for what, bro?
Took a picture and put it on IG.
For some pictures, bro. You smoking dope in the booth. That's all you want to do. That's all these niggas want to do now. And I don't get that, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm being there in the studio while my kids in the bedroom, while I'm in the front room recording. We gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get these vocals up to the mixer. He gonna handle it, and the engineer, he gonna handle it, bro. And you gotta start thinking about shit like that from that standpoint. You gotta budget. You gotta save your money and put it in the right space. Your money should be going into promo, videos, you know, making you some t-shirts, you know, just that's what the money go into. Your promo is big. That's what this is. I feel like shit, it ain't even about the music no more for me, bro. I'm working on my promo. I'm working on everything but the music. Now the music so easy. I got music to sit on for days that I know people gonna fuck with. So now I'm just playing. I'm playing the you know, the long game, bro. I gotta bro.
That's, man. Once again, bro, people don't even look at it like that. Like a budget. Like everyday expenses we have to live with. So just like music, bro, you need a budget. It ain't even got to be a lot of money as long as you got something to push it forward. Like you say, man, you got Spotify playlists. You can run your own ads on YouTube, Facebook, all that. You feel me? And you can understand your analytics so you could better deliver them to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, so bro.
People just be. To me, I can't even say they dumb. They just don't care about the behind the scenes work. You feel me? Because it's there. You can find this information anywhere.
You can find it, bro. You can find it with me anybody on my, it's so many niggas that's on Facebook right now that want to be rappers. I'm not saying y'all want to be rappers, that they would like to be rappers, but I don't think they like to take heed in to somebody when people get them advice. I feel like niggas, I'm saying that men in general, I feel like we stubborn. We don't want to listen to nothing. It's our way or the highway. And when you in a business and when you're trying to put your feet in the door of a business, you got to listen. You got to listen to the motherfuckers who been here already, who's doing it. You got to learn from your mistakes. I feel like niggas do the same thing every time and think they going to get different results. They do the same. They would drop the same kind of video. They make the same kind of music and they get the same results, and then they cry about not having no support. You ain't giving nobody nothing to support. You feel me? And I feel like you got everything a business standpoint. Now, like I said, I'm 25 years old. I'm not finna be 30 talking about I'm gonna be a rapper. That's dead. I'm gonna get it right now. I'm gonna get it before I'm 30, and I'm gonna do everything I gotta do. I'm gonna listen to everything that these niggas is saying, the people who trying to work with me. I gotta take heed and all that shit.
For real. Nice. And how do you stay level-headed when people give you that advice? Because I know we all go through things. Like sometimes we go through stuff, somebody telling us something, you like, boy, I don't even want to hear that right now. So how do you get over that little hump? To be honest with you, up until like the last maybe year or so, I was bad at that. I would hear something, whether it was from my mama, my girl, my other baby mama, anybody. If I didn't like it, fuck it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me about it. And that's what anything. My mama told, stop doing this rap shit. Go get a job. Before I'm starting to do something. That don't even make sense. She's sending me applications. Go work at FedEx. Blah blah. I don't want to do this shit. But I know that's gonna pay the bill. I'm so stubborn. But I know at the time I should have did that. I could have had a bigger budget if I would have just sucked it up, worked at FedEx, slaved there, had some money in my pocket. Blah blah blah. Would have been able to do what I had to do. Now I'm looking back. I'm regretting it. You feel me? Looking back at that. Anytime somebody giving me constructive criticism, whether I agree with it or not, I'm listening to it. It's gonna resonate in my mind. Like, he said this about my song. I said this for a reason, but let me see why he's saying this. Why do he feel like this about this? You feel me? Like I said, if I'm 10 toes about it, I'm gonna stick behind it. But if I really sit back and I'm looking at it and it's something I need to fix, I'm gonna do it for sure. These are my consumers. These are the people that's buying my shit. Why would they tell me something wrong? They want to listen to it. Right. Why would they tell me something wrong? I got to listen to that shit, bro. For sure.
All right, now, before we get out of here, tell everybody how they can stay in tune with you, get in tune with you, shop with you, do whatever they need to do with you.
Bro, you can look me up on social media, so on Instagram and on Twitter at Love You Gizmo. So it's LUVYOUUGIZMO. Love You Gizmo, and that's on Twitter and Instagram. Fuck with me. Y'all can type in Lil Gizmo on YouTube or Google. Y'all gonna see my music, feel me? Y'all see my music videos. Me Too, Deluxe, out right now, streaming on all major platforms. Shit, you go on Facebook right now, type it in on your little music thing, it's gonna pop up. It's everywhere. Go get it. Go run that shit up, man. Fuck with it.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people.
Hey, shout out Lil Gizmo for coming through, chopping it up with us, man. Make sure y'all go stream that Me Too Deluxe. Man, first things first, always, like I say, download the iLLANOiZE app. Keep the music coming in. Radio, clean edits, all that, man. So go ahead, download the app. Shout out the team. And that's pretty much it for right now, bro. It's up to you now.
Man, like Jimmy said, download that app. Once again, shout out to you for sliding through, bro.
I
hope you get everything that's coming to you, you know what I'm saying? Because when you stay down, you feel me, and you weather the storm, you know what I'm saying, it's going to always get better, bro.
Yeah.
And it's only up from here. And just listening to how you talk, bro, you got the right mindset. You just got to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused with this shit.
That's love. I appreciate y'all for having me, for sure.
All right, now, I got Tom Brady queued up. Go ahead and send us out on that joint.
Bro, go fuck with my new single. Well, nah, it's a single on my album, on the new Deluxe. Tom Brady, fuck with it. Produced by my boy, Young Crip Got Hits. He from Chicago, too. It's on all major platforms. Go fuck with it.